Hey guys, we're back with another Gorilla Tag video, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys a few Gorilla Tag skills from easy, intermediate, and pro in Gorilla Tag to make you get really good at the game. So let's get into it. Alright, the first skill we're going to get into, the first thing you'll have to learn when you play Gorilla Tag is how to run. So there's a lot of different ways to run. I'm going to show you two ways. The way that most people will teach you is to reach out in front of you and hit the ground and pull yourself back and try and run parallel to the ground. So this is it's not bad. It's just not the fastest. Like, it can be fast. It's just, I don't really find it that fast. So the second way is a way that I do a lot. So I have, like, depends on which way you're facing, but say you're facing to your left, then your right hand would be doing a circle, and then your left hand will be flicking. Just try and stay parallel to the ground. As you can see, this is at least a little faster. So instead of doing this though, for the flicking, I normally do like this. This goes a little faster for me, I feel like. But the key to running, you can run in any way, pretty much, as long as you're parallel to the ground. Because none of these ways are definitely not the fastest, but they're just a few ways that I use. Alright. The next skill that we're going to get into is pinch climbing. So for pinch climbing, what you want to do, there's a few places you could do this. Most of them are a little bit harder. What you want to do is have your hands, of course, and then grab this, or grab whatever you want to pinch climb. As long as your hands can go around it, it will work. And then throw your arms straight down, let go of the wall, and grab it again. So it should look like this, sort of. And then, but I do it in circles because it's a little bit faster in my opinion. But later in the video, there definitely will be faster ways to get up the walls. Alright, so that's pinch climbing. The next skill we're going to do is wall bouncing. There's not really a lot of places to do this skill, but it's pretty good for double walls, I guess. So for wall bouncing, doesn't matter where you are, but like some people, it's harder the closer you are to the wall, I feel like. So I'd go like in the middle of the walls, jump up, land on a wall, and you stick to walls for a few seconds. So you don't have to go too fast yet, but you'll want to if you actually start using this. So what you want to do, you want to jump up, stick for a second, and hit over to the other wall, and just keep doing that. And if you can't really do that, you stick for like roughly like 3 or 4 seconds. So just take your time doing that, and eventually you'll be able to do it a little bit faster. It's not the fastest thing, but I sometimes mess that up because I don't really do this, but alright, let's get on to the next skill. Alright, the next skill we're going to be doing is branching. So, if you don't know what branching is for some reason, branching is just running around on the branches. Just one of the main things in Gorilla Tag. Fell there, but oh well. So I'm just gonna get to like a good beginner spot. So if you want to start branching, for branching, what you really want to do, if you're on a branch, then have like your body hanging on the side. It doesn't matter what side. It's just, I like it on my right side or left side. So what I do, I have one hand on the branch and then just run on the branch with one hand, because chances are you're only going to be hanging like once or twice anyways. So like you'd be going that stuff. So yeah, that's what I do. I just run on the branch with one hand, because your body will be like lower on the ground, so you'll be able to stay closer to the branch. Because like if you just run normally, your hands aren't going to let your body be as close as if you were hanging on the side. Let's just get over here. So you could go like that and then jump over to the next branch, so on. But then if you were get over here real quick, say you were over here, so say you were right here and you were like this and you wanted to jump, you could jump like that. But if you were on this side and you wanted to jump like that, you can. I just find it like when you do it like that, you don't jump as far. So I can make it like that without even trying. And I actually have to somewhat hit to get farther. Alright, so actually the next skill we're going to do is hospital flip, which is that, except most of the time you won't fall off the branch. So what you want to do for this, you could do this on almost anything that your arm could go around in the game. So that's a lot of stuff, but it's most commonly used on branches and poles. So what you want to do, have your hand like around the middle of the branch, unless you're doing it slow. If you're doing it slow, have your hand like on the other side of the branch. Go tilt your head and just slowly bring your hand around. And then when you do that faster, it should look like what I just did. So you could just go like that and just keep doing it. But there is a lot of things you could do with this. Something like that, you could launch yourself over. That was bad, but so yeah, let's get on to the next skill. Alright, the next skill we're going to be doing is a few ground jukes, because eventually, like if you're not on a branch or anything, and you just fall, if there's people chasing you, you don't really have too much time to get to things. So first we'll do a few ground jukes. So if you're just using the ground, what you could do is somewhat like the way we did before, and then just face to the side, and then just keep switching directions, and then eventually just fully go one direction. So like go one direction, keep going, cut back, and then just run. So that's what I do most of the time. There's a few other jukes. Like the next juke we'll do is, that's called the TikTok juke. You could do this anywhere. It's just somewhat better on like elevated surfaces. You'll go higher. So what you want to do, there's a few ways to do it. But so one way is you just run up and hit like that, which I find doesn't really give me as much like room to go anywhere. What I do when I hit, flick my wrist like that. I feel like it gives me a little bit more momentum for if I turn around, I'm already going. It just helps me a bit. But the next juke will be slide juke. So this is a really common juke. So what you want to do, tilt your head and have your arm go through the slide, land around this area, then throw your arm back. So it should look like this fast. Well, a little bit like that fast. I don't really do this juke that much, but I can do it. There we go. Yeah, I don't really like this juke that much, but it's in the game, so might as well show you guys. It's almost like the hospital flick we learned earlier, just on a slide. And also you have to let your arm actually go through it more to do it. Alright, the next skill that we're going to do is called elevator climbing. Elevator climbing is a somewhat advanced skill. So you want to put your arm through the wall, and you have to see if your arms are long enough for this. And to do that, you want to put your arms straight out, have your body tight against the wall, and try and run through without your hand hitting the wall. If you can't do that with your arms straight out, your arms may not be long enough, but you can still try. So, what you want to do for this, it's sort of hard to show you guys, but what you want to do, have your arms straight out, pin your body on the wall with your hand that's on the other side. So, pin your body against the wall. Then, like when you're pinning your body against the wall, throw your arms straight down, then do like a little half circle like this. And then you should go up. But if you want, like, you could do this motion. So my hand's on the other side, pretty much pinch climbing. It's pretty much just pinch climbing with your arm through the wall. You don't really need your body to touch it if you're doing that way. Pretty much just pinch climbing. So that's all for that skill. The next skill that we're going to be doing is wall climbing. So, there's two very good places to do this. Way over there, on the corner next to Stomp, or this corner that has that lamp and the smallest tree in the game. So they're both very good corners to practice any wall skills. So I'm going to be practicing in this little corner over here. So what you want to do for wall climbing, you need a corner for this. You can't just wall climb on a flat wall. It's not how that works. I wish. Alright, so what you want to do, have your hands like this, and hit from side to side. And then you could look up and start doing it faster when you get it. But, so it's pretty much this motion. Don't hit back at all. If you hit back, eventually you won't be able to get the wall. So, or another way you could do it, I think this one's called the pig wall climb. So, you like pretty much do this motion. So you're pretty much just making circles with your arms. It's really fast. That's why people do this one, but I just don't really get it that much. I can do it, just not good. Almost. So, practice either one of those. I'm just not good at the pig climb. Alright, the next skill we're going to go on to is wall running, which will be used in the same spot. So what you want to do for this, have your hand parallel to the wall. So, parallel to the wall, hit your arm straight back for now. I'll show you how to go up later, but for now, hit straight back and then do like a half circle thing. So then you don't hit the wall again. So hit straight back and then do a half circle so you don't hit the wall again. And that's really it for wall running. Alright, let's get to the next skill. Alright, the next skill we're going to be doing is back at the double walls. So now that you somewhat know how to wall run, so you hit once on the double wall, and then just hit straight down twice on whatever side you feel like you like more. And then, so 1, 2, hit over. 1, 2, hit over. But you can hit as many times as you can. So, that's just a faster way to do that. So let's get on to the next skill. Alright, the next skill is like vertical. So if you don't know what vertical is, it's wall running, but straight up. I'm not amazing at this. I can do it, I'm just not that good. So, quick disclaimer, it is easier if you go on lower hertz. And if you want a tutorial on how to do that, I would recommend going to Pepsi D's YouTube channel and searching up how to. Because I'm not sure how to do that. I have not been able to get it to work. So, but basically what vertical is, you want to hit straight down, then do like a half circle. So do like a D. So most people do it really small, like that. But those people have lower hertz. As you see, if you do that on normal Oculus hertz, it doesn't really work. You'll go up a little bit, but not a lot. Yeah, no, it doesn't really. So I'd recommend, if you're on default hertz trying to do this, anywhere from this size to like this. I do like in between there. I do like that, sort of. That was bad. I'm messing up right now, but another thing that could help a little bit is if you look straight up, and it doesn't matter where your arm is. I just look straight up. It just helps me get a little bit more height. Alright, the next skill we're going to do is Lucio running. So you could do this forwards or straight up or backwards. We'll go on backwards later though. So what you want to do for forwards is, so I do like this motion for forwards. Have your hands like this. And then do like, so sort of your hands are like this. Just a little bit more at an angle and doing like this motion. Yeah, like that. So you're sort of just, you could do it like that to go forwards. I just really don't. Yeah, I just do it like this. It's more comfortable for me. So, that's for forwards. If you want to go straight up, it's almost the same. But what I do is hit down, reach up, and do like a circle motion more. That was bad, but you get the point. Alright. That's all for this wall right now. Let's get on to the next skill. Alright, the next skill is going to be scaling. So for scaling, you want to like do this motion sort of. Hit straight down like you're running. So hit and then land on a branch. You may have to hit a few times depending on how big the tree is that you're trying to scale. And then depending on how big the top part is, some of them you can run up and some of them you have to pinch climb. This one, you can run up. If you're trying to do that one though, the biggest tree in the game, this one's hard. You have to pinch climb the top part. But this one's definitely the hardest tree in the game to do that on. So, sorry if that wasn't amazing, but... Alright, so the next skill we're going to do is going to be backward Lucio run and backward wall run. So for backward wall run, which is definitely easier, do like this motion, sort of, just flick your wrist back. Flick your wrist and your arm backward at the same time. Hold on, that was bad. That's a little bit better, but like, you can't really do it up with backwards. It's more just for like if people will expect you to go forward. Same thing with the Lucio run, but you can go up with that one a little bit. For the Lucio run, you want to have your hands like this and do like this motion. That. As you see, you get a little bit more height with that one. So, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully, this helped you guys. So see you in the next video.